Arrived in the nick of time, eh, Chief? Have a look round, see what takes your fancy, and I'll get onto the corpy to come and tow this one away.
Not just yet, you won't.
Honest, Chief. I can do you a better deal without the part exchange. I mean, this thing. I'd never be able to sell it.
You sold it all right a week last Thursday, didn't you? To me?
Well, all I can say, sir, is I am disgusted at the way you've allowed this car to go down in the time it's been in your possession. You've not looked after it. And we do like to think, sir, that when we sell a car, it will be going to a home where it will be cherished and given every attention.
Never mind about that. Just look at that scratch.
Well, I'm sorry, Sunshine. You should be careful where you park. Nothing to do with me.
I'm not talking about the scratch. What colour is underneath the paint?
Red?
Blue, my end.
Red one end and blue the other, eh? I had a feeling about the previous owner. One of them fellas that turned out to be a lifelong supporter of Everton, but only when they started doing good. One of the Goodison ghosts.
Everything all right, Cyril?
Gent here is puzzled, Wes, as to why, see that big long scratch? As to why one end has shown up red and blue the other.
Nah, it's baffled a lot of people, this. In fact, it started a lot of ridiculous rumours about cars being welded together. Which you know yourself would be more trouble than it's worth. No, the answer is, in fact, very simple. You don't work at Aylwood, do you?
No.
But if you did, you would have seen these huge guns that they paint the cars with. And the tank on them holds thousands of gallons of paint. It's fast. You've seen it, haven't you, Cyril?
Oh, yeah, it's fast.
But all the same, every so often it runs out. And you know yourself it's going to run out halfway through a car, isn't it?
Sod's law.
But they can't stop that production line, can they? So they've always got another tank ready to go with a different colour of paint. Are you with me?
Yeah.
Just like that. Flick of a switch. One stops, the other starts. And the car that's in between, well, they call them all sorts and just put them to one side.
Well, I've never seen a car in the showroom with one colour at the front and another at the back.
No. Say you go to a dealer and you want a car a particular colour. Well, what he does is he gets onto them and says, send us one of them all sorts. And he gets it cheap. Then he sprays it the colour you want and probably charges you extra by saying it's a special colour.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Well, you know what they're like.
Any don't say. Just for the goodwill, like, we'll take the car in and we'll do that scratch for you.
Don't talk daft, Cyril. That scratch has got nothing to do with us.
You did very well on the paint question, Wes. Now here's your bonus for 10. Why has it also got a different number plate at the back than what it's got at the front?
Just leave it with us, sir. We'll have that done for you.
Whoa!
Hey, Cyril, we'll have to move that crester.
Why hasn't had this start motor fixed? I don't know. He's had it 2 weeks, practically. I told him. He has just not maintained this motor.
Is there a battery in the crester?
Oh!
That's far enough, Cyril. We can push the escort in now. Come on, Cyril, shove. Another 6 feet, Cyril.
6 foot high roof. I'll be 6 foot under.
Shove, will you?
Oh.
Cyril? Are you going to be all right, Cyril? You want me to call a doctor? How about a priest?
Okay.
I nearly had an heart attack then. I thought you'd had one of them what's-its, you know.
Honest, your life just flashed in front of me.
That might have been really dangerous. You could have been bored to death.
It's right. You shouldn't exert yourself on a full stomach.
That's got nothing to do with it. You're not fit. You've pushed a couple of cars and look at you. Heaving and gasping. Your eyes popping out. Your cheeks all drained, froth appearing from the corners of your bloodless lips. I've seen you like this once before.
When?
10 to 11 last Christmas Eve.
How can you be so precise?
Because you heard him call last orders at the Cat and Wheel, and you thought they had extra time.
That's the trouble, though. Too much ale, not enough exercise.
Well, I'm glad this has been brought home to you, Cyril, because in show business nowadays, the fags and booze is out. Today's stars, Cyril, they're all out there jogging with Daley Thompson. Mick Jagger, he's pumping iron now, over 40, and his lips haven't even started sagging. Today's stars, Cyril, exude health and vitality. What do you exude?
I don't know, Wes. What do I exude?
Well, it's hard to define, really. But if you and Daley Thompson was walking in the desert, you would stay cooler than him.
How?
Because you would be the one in the shade of the circling vultures.
All right. Not that bad. Just a bit out of condition, that's all.
When was you ever in condition?
I'll be fair, Wes. It's harder for a fella like me because you lose condition more than an ordinary person with having been an athlete before.
An athlete? When was you an athlete?
At school, when I was at school.
The only thing you ever went in for at school was the egg and spoon race, and you come last in that because you kept dropping your egg.
That's because Tommy Larkin kept barging me elbow. I'm not blaming him. It was George Pickerdance made him do it. He was desperate to win him.
Well, that is not athletics, Cyril.
That yellow sash and beanbag, they was practically my personal property. Hey, and a swimming gala every year. I went in for that.
Yeah, but only in the life-saving demonstration. And even then, you were the one that was supposed to be drowned.
It's a well-known fact in life-saving circles, Wes. The best swimmer does the drowning, in case any of the lifesavers get into trouble with the tides or currents.
Tide, currents, enlist the drive bats.
There's no tide in the bats, no. But it's got to be simulated. And, as a matter of fact, there is an undertow that can cause problems.
You what?
Oh, aye. You know that grid at the bottom end of the deep end? There's things being sucked down there. Even the attendant never knew what became of them.
But all the same, Cyril, I mean, floating round pretending to drown is not exactly the frontiers of physical endeavour. It's not even a recognised Olympic event.
Well, it could be if they, synchronised it. But I tell you, Wes, I'm determined. I'm going to get fit again. And I'm going to start right now with some gentle standing-up exercises. Like seeing if I can gently stand up.
Where's your letter from, Wes?
The IOC, ma'am.
Oh, it's not them debt collectors again, is it?
No, the International Olympic Committee. Here, I'll listen. Dear Mr. McGregor, applications to stage the Olympic Games are normally submitted to the IOC at city, state or national level and backed by a consortium of established financial and communications interests. While there is nothing in the rules to prevent a private individual such as yourself submitting an application, it would only be fair to tell you that your proposal to elevate synchronised hula hooping to the status of an Olympic event, though, as you point out, visually appropriate, has not been well received by the committee, as they think you are taking the mick. Yours and so on, Lansdowne P. DuPont, Executive Secretary. Same old story, ma'am. Freezing out the small guy, stifling initiative and originality.
Got the keys to the motor, Wes?
Why? Where are you going?
Going for me jog.
Cyril, it doesn't count if you do it in a car.
No, I'll drive to a good place and get changed into me gear in the car. I mean, if you went out the door round here in a sweatband and a little pair of shorts, you'd have to start running and keep running.
Over.
All right, you're nicked. How often have I said, Eric? You don't have to beat these fellas up at all. Take them at the right psychological moment, they're falling over themselves to confess. They're pathetic most of the time.
What am I supposed to have done?
Do you mind telling me, sir, what you did to attract the attention of them girls?
Nothing. So I waved at them.
Yeah. And what did you wave?
My hands, like that.
So why did they run away then, eh? Hey?
They jogging? To jogging?
Come on, let's have you to the station. Out.
The cack's on.
Them cakes is evidence, son.
Honest, lads, I'm just a jogger. Just a silly jogger. You have missed your way, you know, Wes. If you'd have had the training, you'd have made a great lawyer.
Yeah. But who wants to spend your life with a load of crooks and con men and no accounts?
You wouldn't necessarily have to mix with the other lawyers. It was great the way you handled that inspector. Till you came, they had me down for 16 cases of sexual assault. What did you do?
Showed them some of your holiday snaps. Discussed your physique in some detail. It all came down to the one remaining charge. Attempted flashing.
What evidence have you got to produce? Now, hell or high water, I am going for me jog. Come on.
You might have something there, Cyril. Today's executive needs the edge. In the business jungle, you've got to be fit.
Coppers, you know something? You've got sex on the brain. It's because of sitting around in cars all day. Because when you're in training, really working up to the pain barrier, you've no time for that kind of thing. Because, like, your body's completely committed. Mind you... Oh, hey, Wes, look at the backside on it.
Got the message, Mrs. McGregor.
Oh, it's all right, Glenys. They're just keeping him in for observation.
It's not serious, Glenys. He went to the zoo once and they said the same thing there.
Hello, Mr. Stanley. Did you come to run Mrs. McGregor to the hospital?
I came round to, yeah, but you know. We got to chatting over old times. Never got round to it, did we, Dolly?
We've had some good laughs, though, haven't we? Where's his rung up? He's all right. There's no bones broke.
But what happened? The message just said he was involved in a collision.
He hit a tree.
Swerving to avoid a kid, I bet you. Was there much damage to the car?
He wasn't in a car. He was running.
Running? He doesn't know how to, does he? What's he doing, running?
He's fending off the midlife crisis, Glenys.
Running? Cyril? Can't believe it.
It's happening all over. The auction rooms of this country are chocker with squash rackets described as the property of the deceased.
Isn't he a bit young for a midlife crisis?
Well, call him precocious, Glenys.
Old Father Mulholland used to say that.
Mind you, in a middle-aged man, being precocious is more or less the same thing as premature senility. So, yes.
That's why he couldn't be an altar boy, you see. Father Mulholland used to say to me, he could learn the Latin, Mrs. McGregor, but in other ways he's a bit too precocious. And he had a twinkle in his eye when he said it. You know what I mean, Mrs. McGregor, he used to say. Well, I hadn't the faintest idea, but you don't like to say. Whatever it was, he got sent home from Sunday school for it twice. The second time, his dad gave him a good thrashing. 'Cause Sunday afternoon, that was the only chance me and him had, really. Which is why Mr. McGregor was never in favour of a big dinner. I sometimes wonder if that's why Cyril grew up the way he did. 'Cause it was a long time I thought he filled out.
Have some more stout, Dolly, for God's sake.
Here he is. Marathon man.
Sit down, son.
You twit. Liverpool's answer to Sebastian Coe.
What do you mean, Liverpool's answer? He comes from round here to start with.
Sebastian Coe? I don't think so, ma'am.
He does, you know. The runner comes from round Lodge Lane. And they say he owes a lot of his success to his father, the way he's trained him, don't they?
Well, yeah, they do, but...
Well, he was a swine. He used to send that poor kid for the chips, and he wouldn't have them to the local shop. He had to go all the way to Shield Road, practically. And if them chips was cold when he got 'em home, the father would take his navvy belt to him. You watch next time on the telly when he's running. You can still see the look of fear in his eyes. It's brutal. I don't care if he has won gold medals.
Any road. I hope you've learned your lesson, Cyril. Give up this keep fit caper before it kills you. You've had your warning.
No, I'm not quitting. It's like showbiz. If you want to scale that peak, you've got to take the knocks, but you keep picking yourself up.
Oh, be fair, Cyril. You're not picking yourself up. It's other people picking you up. The police, the ambulance men. Next time, it's going to be the Undertaker. Mr. Stanley's right.
No, the exercise programme is already taking effect. Definitely. They as good as said that in the hospital.
Well, what did they say?
They said I must have been going at a fair clip to do myself so much damage. Well, there you are, you see. I'm building up speeds already.
Oh, give it up, Cyril. I'm already resigned to the fact that when we're married, we'll have to live in a bungalow.
What's that got to do with anything?
Well, if we couldn't have any kind of sex life at all, there's no use asking you to climb a flight of stairs, is there? It takes you so long to recover.
Thank you. Excuse me for not laughing. I happen to have split my sides today already.
That's what I mean, Cyril. If you must work that body, can't you do it somewhere safe, where you won't bump into things and hurt yourself?
What she's talking about is a padded cell, Cyril. And not without good reason. Ideal.
What she is talking about, Mr. Stanley, is a dance and movement body workshop. A health and beauty centre with gym, jacuzzi and solarium. You've hit it, Lennis. I was reading all about this in Cosmopolitan when I took the budgie to the vets. It's all about enhancing your lifestyle with the buzz and sparkle of perfect physical fitness.
Are you talking about liver salts or what?
I'm talking about the boom that has made millions for Jane Fonda. Work that body, fresh air and exercise.
You want fresh air and exercise, Wes? Buy yourself a pair of bellows and I'll instruct you where to puff it.
In your way, Mr. Stanley, you have got the point. Because there's a lot of gelt to be made selling people the gear. And that's the thing about a craze, isn't it? I mean, in the old days, it was just like the hula hoop. And that was it, a hoop. But where was the hula pants, the hula drones, the hula helmets? Where was the executive hula hoop? Compare that with the skateboard, Mr. Stanley. Nowadays, if there's a craze going on, you can really cash in on it.
Wes, this is Liverpool. The big craze here is the same as it's always been. What you've got to do is find yourself somewhere fairly warm, where you can be in out of the rain, then you hang about doing as little as possible until you drop down dead. Now, as it happens, I do sell the kit for it. Beer and fags and pies full of offal and strange chemicals. I was reading a wrapper on one of them pies the other day. Do you know the ingredients are almost entirely numerical? Colouring, E27. Preservative, E93. Pork was 10th. After emulsify, E14. And even then, it was only pork products. I didn't like to think about it.
Well, you know I'm right, Mr. Stanley.
All I know is, Wes, the more I read the wrappers on them pies, the more I think I'll go down to the synagogue and see about signing on with their lot.
We are missing out. The opportunity is right under our noses. Look, with Cyril's enthusiasm, my managerial expertise, your wasted assets, we can't go wrong.
Well, if you think you could... My wasted what?
Who goes down the Blue Cockatoo all day?
Like you said, Wes, it's a craze. It's a stampede.
Well, you've got to give it time to build up, Mr. Stanley.
That's what my mum used to say about boils.
We have been doing some heavy promotion down on the pitch, you know.
Still nothing for shifting the cars. Big stickers saying, Rathbone Motors super deal. Free pair of running shoes with every car sold.
That is creative marketing, Cyril. Now check the equipment.
The equipment? A pirate video of the Green Goddess and an exercise scooter, I mean.
When profits justify it, Cyril, we will invest in an exercise bike. Until then, that scooter is an excellent way of building up one leg at a time. Check the equipment.
I'll say this though, Wes, I'm really coming on. The other day, I could hardly lift this thing. Now I can just sling it round.
You're supposed to fill these things with water, Cyril.
Oh.
Afternoon, love. Member, are you?
No.
Right. Well, that entitles you to a trial session at a reduced fee of 50p, which includes a free orange juice.
Stuff the orange. Have you got a punch bag in there?
No. Knight, will you go and switch on the video for Mrs. Zigman, or is that Miss?
At the moment of speaking, that is very much under review. Can you teach me to smash a pile of bricks with me head and all that?
Well, it's not martial arts, love. It's just keep fit.
It'll do.
Right. Well, the ladies' bogs, I mean, the changing rooms are through there.
Stuff the changing rooms. I'm Wonder Woman, me.
Show her the routine, will you, Glennis? Yeah, see, told you, things are picking up.
Oh, yeah. And you know, I still think you can get done for that.
No, that's legit, that.
Come off it, you haven't got Jane Fonda's official approval.
No. But if you'd like to see something from the Jarrow and North Eastern First Official Nudist Dancing Association...
She's punishing her body in there, that woman. Seems her husband walked out on her. Never said nothing. Just went like that. She's bent all the handlebars on the scooter. She's doing the video workout now. Well, she was doing the weather forecast, but it's come on the right bit now. I kidded her it was interference.
Get out from under there!
My shout.
Flip it, neck, Nigel. Does nobody ever sweep up properly in here? Want a job doing, do it yourself. Your husband, does he, missus?
What time is it? I'll have to phone the wife.
How long's he been there?
Does he work for the Docks and Harbour Board, or is he a double glazing salesman by any chance?
As it happens, he's a double glazing salesman.
Oh, well, that's all right, then. They was in last night. It's well under 24 hours. But the dock board lads was in on Tuesday, and they got shocking. Shocking. It was understandable, mind. I think a ship had come in.
And he's been lying there in your so-called health club. Anything could have happened to him. Anything. You'll be hearing from my solicitor. Such a thing as negligence, you know.
Well, look on the bright side, love. I mean, we have reunited you and your husband.
I'll have me 50p back. That's the bright side. And another thing, Eric Zygmunt. Where did you leave the sodden Bentley? Or have you smashed that up and all?
50p in, 50p out. I suppose it's cash flow.
Hey, Wes, where'd you get these weights?
Never you mind.
Well, I hope you got them cheap, because the seconds...
Well, how do you know?
Because they're peeing all over me, that's why.